What? Shoot. I guess I don't have a choice. I have to grab an island. At least I have two basic islands, so I can counterspell. But I can't play Bitter Blossom. Oh, this is gonna hurt. So he's playing Ponza. I'm not sure if Ponza's great in this meta or not. Turn 2 Blood Moon destroys anything. Oh, that's really good for us. Turn 2 Blood Moon destroys anything playing Urza Saga in the format. It might. It just depends on how fast it comes down. It's not consistent, but you are playing it. But the question is do you rely on it? How much do you rely on it? So, luckily we have counterspells here, so we can facilitate this. This uncontested is going to be completely awful, but since we can't contest it, we might be able to tempo him out. I do need a swamp for pressure, or a Brazen Borrower. Brazen Borrower is really what we need here. To bounce this Blood Moon, be able to fetch. Get that black source. So we do have a couple draws here. We're not completely out of it. So we'll see. We don't. Our deck is not very good against Blood Moon, but we just hope we draw or come into play tap lands. Yeah, we let him have that. So he's stolen. This is the bad thing about Ponza. It's worried about all of your opponent's lands and stuff, so it doesn't really have. Ooh, I can't really do that right now. So, and he has nothing else. But I can't. The problem is, if I let him destroy this, I can't cast anything in my hand other than Run's Vortex. So I kind of have to keep it around. So I don't have much of a choice but to go and do that. Now we're in top deck mode. So, the best top deck for me right now is actually a swamp. My lonely swamp in my deck. That's not going to be good either. But now I can cast the subtlety. I can have pressure. So we'll see if we can use that to our advantage. So the question is do I hit the subtlety now and start beating with it? Or do I wait for him to have like a planeswalker and stuff like that and tempo him a turn? I honestly think I need to beat with the subtlety. And I need to get this game done and over with as soon as possible. Because every turn that he's alive, that Blood Moon is out here, I'm going to lose the game more and more. And he's not going to kill me right away. So we do have some time here, but I'm just shortening this time to 6 or 7 turns. So, and that doesn't seem like a long time, but at least maybe when I do draw the bounce spell for Brazen Borrower, Petty Theft, and I can bounce this, then I'll be so far ahead in life total that he can't come back from it. So we can't do anything about this. So he drew perfect, basically. Well, the good thing is I can take care of planeswalkers and creatures that he's playing, so I can tuck. So I do have options here. I just need a black mana. So that's all we need. Once we get a Bear Blossom rolling, we're probably pretty good. Okay, we'll be playing this Snapcaster mate. What we need right now is threats. We need to close this game out. So this Snapcaster will go down into turn. And the reason why is because I would have to wait for another blue source to be able to cast my counter spells. So there's no reason not to cast this. So, all right. Brazen Borrower. Brazen Borrower. That is not Brazen Borrower. Yep, he gets it. It's not gonna do. It's gonna give him much more mana, but he doesn't need ramp right now. He's ramped. So we'll see if he should block this, technically. So it's a good block for him. It's a good trade for me, though. It doesn't really matter. So, because I'm just gonna play the next one. So man, he's flooding so bad. Of course, he's probably playing a bunch of... I don't even know how many lands he's playing, but... Blood Moon. Blood Moon is so stupid sometimes. Woo! Got it. Cool. Alright, we can so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for him to cast something, and then we're going to bounce the Blood Moon. We actually don't need it right now. So, but what we wanted to do is we want to bounce it same turn, so we cast it again, counter it. That's really what we want, and we have that available to us. So we're gonna go ahead and do that into turn. Yeah, he can have this. We'll eventually kill that with Fatal Push. So we're really happy right now. I can actually bounce. Technically, I could bounce the Snapcaster 2 to have more availability to me, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll... Only took 10 turns to get it, but we got it. We're good. So, and what we do is we'll immediately fetch here. Yeah, see, we fetch, we get our basics out, and then even if he replays it, I'm good from a mana perspective. He knows it too. So the only way really to deal with turn 2 Blood Moon is force negation, like consistently. Yeah, Aether Gust is fine. Doomblade's fine. Then EE also. And I don't know what I'll play Ego. V-Click's bad here. I don't know if he's playing 2 cast and cost stuff, so we're going to take out Snares. And then, yeah, we're good with that. I think we're good with the rest. He's playing like the Chandra version, so he wants to like control that top deck game real heavy. Then we're on the draw, so we're not going to worry about Dolthy, but we might bring in Dolthy. Sprite, Bitter Blossom's sometimes bad on the draw. It's great on the play. You get ahead, you can do whatever you want, but Spellstar Sprite is pretty MVP this game if he can get going. So there's just a lot of targets for it. Alright, I'll go with this. Gonna have to play the Delta first. We'll keep. We do have a basic in hand, so that's good. But we'll play the Delta. We don't have to play the Swamp right away. So, but would like Counterspell in my hand. So, and we mainly keep this hand, even though we can't cast much with it. We keep this hand because we're gonna end up with 2 basics to get through a Blood Moon. So that's where my thinking is going on this. So. And he got it again. So. Basic land. Usually this is enough to get us through. Pretty happy with everything. He plays Arbor Elf. We can kill it. I can play my Cream Tar Pit untapped, which is one really nice thing. I can also drown for 1 if I want. So, like I said, you want to pressure these decks as quickly as possible. So they're playing Blood Moon to slow down the game, and you want to do the best of your ability, and this is a problem. So we're gonna see what is he playing. Is this just to grab Blood Moons? Arbor. Okay, well, luckily I can Doomblade this. So he's playing Bloodbraid Elf? Sure. My other option here is just to play Snapcaster, if I want. But I don't want to really do that, because if I do that, I'll be able to, in 2 turns, I'll be able to do Snapcaster, Doomblade, something else as well. And my next turn is probably just going to be Fatal Push this Arbor Elf, so he doesn't do something crazy. So it's pretty much what we're going to do. We're just trying to keep him at bay. He's got 2 cards in his hand. He'll have 3, and then... Okay. Yeah, and we can't do anything. So go ahead and get rid of that. It just takes him off mana. So because he could make 2/2. He could make 6 mana next turn, and that's just too much. So So, really don't want a Stone Rain to come down. Stone Rain really ruins our day here. Cool. Would like another island for the counterspell, but I do have... Yeah, of course I draw another counterspell. So... This is the pinnacle point here. Is... If he doesn't play anything this turn, do I put the Snapcaster down to start pressuring? And it's kind of a hard decision, honestly. Because Doomblade is actually... Because I know now what he's playing, and I don't... He's playing Bloodbraid Elf, things like that. You know, I could get rid of it with Rona's Vortex. And he probably has Bolt in hand. Yeah, I'll snap. It was an easy decision beforehand because I had 2 of them last time. Or, I didn't have 2 of them, but... I had no mana to cast anything from Flashback. Okay, cool. We're okay with this. So... But... It does... I probably lose out of that. But... Okay, cool. Maybe I should have... If I would have waited a turn, then I could have... No, I couldn't, because I don't have mana for it. But at least now, by doing that, he puts a card in his graveyard. I can now drown in the lock. Something up to 4, so I can... A Chandra, Bloodbraid Elf, anything of that. I can also counter anything for 1 mana with Spellsetter Sprite here. And, of course, what does he do? He casts this. But, luckily... I can tuck this with Rona's Vortex. So, once again, Rona's Vortex is saving my behind. It's a very good card. If you guys haven't played it, haven't tested it in Modern, please do. It is very good if you're playing Tempo-style decks. It's definitely in this deck for a reason. It just hits everything. So, a lot of problem childs. It takes away a lot of problems. So, may play the Sprite preemptively in a turn if he can't do something. Ooh, that's nice too. But I can't cast it yet. So Subtlety would be good if I can't handle something. I'll pitch a counterspell to it because I obviously can't cast those either. So we'll cast a Sprite at the end of turn. Just anything to get his life low enough to when I'm able to bounce his Blood Moon, then I'm able to go off and do whatever. Yep, cool. That's a win. Anytime that happens, that's fine. But he has nothing else going on, so we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, we're just waiting on either another island to come up. We have like 6 or 7 good draws in our deck at this point, so a lot of our deck is trash right now, but we're not going to talk about that. Our Blood Moon matchup is just awful. So, as you guys are seeing now, but we can win it. We can. You just have to keep good hands, know what you're playing against, try to work around it the best you can, because we can beat it. So, and now we have a fetch, so I'm guaranteed at least, when I bounce this, I'm guaranteed at least another basic, which will pretty much put me on the map. So, especially if I draw another fetch. And that's the bad thing about these, about this deck, is as soon as you get rid of it and fetch in a fetch meta, this really becomes irrelevant. You can almost let them play it again. Now, do I want to let them play it again? Oh no, never. Really don't want them to be able to do that to us. But this Bitter Blossom, this is huge. Starts our clock, puts him, but also gives us a lot of blockers. So once I get, even if he like Bloodbraid Elves into it, sure. So, and at this point, if he Bloodbraid Elves, I'm probably going to Sunlight it away. So, I could take the hit and just Stone Rain. And this is the one thing I didn't want to happen, is if you cast things like this, then so we still have Bitter Blossom. We're just gonna be, watch, I'll draw something. Well, now I just need islands, period. So island, so I have like 3, 4. This is why I tend to play the extra basic over not playing the extra basic. It just adds that small percentage of when you're at this stage in the game. So alright, he's still dead in 6 turns, so Bitter Blossom will do its thing. We just have 0 interaction other than the subtlety counterspell. So, and need an island. Even bounce won't even affect us. So, but we still have like Doomblade. We have Fatal Push. We can. Ooh, man, turn late because we need this on 3 to get rid of it. So because. All right. So we'll hold off. We just need an island. So things worth settling right now. Chandra, Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid Elf might not be the best thing to subtlety right now because he does get to cast it again, so he's going to get 2 cards out of it. But I think Chandra, any Planeswalker that comes down, should be subtletied. At least to just keep it off the board for 1. This damage actually doesn't hurt us that much. I would rather start exponentially and jumping up that linear path of damage. So at least to do 2, maybe next turn I'll block it. But we can take a little bit of damage. Give me an island. Give me an island. As soon as I get rid of this Blood Moon, I have so much gas in my hand. Alright. Okay, so yeah, that's worth. We're gonna subtly do that. So he's probably gonna grab Liquid Coating. So. Another subtlety would be nice here. If Or he's probably playing like Walking Bautista, and that will wreck us. So, like, he can. Yeah. Walking Bautista will wreck us if he gets that. Island. Get me rid of this Blood Moon. Man. And I'll have to make a decision. If he gets liquid metal coating, I'll have to make a decision whether to kill it. I don't think he will, but he might be playing that strat. Yep. See what he gets. And then I might even have to play it on 0 if he plays the Walking Bautista. But why? Because I do. Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. Well, this just puts me into a position where we can't do anything until I get an island. So, but it also puts me in a position where I can just kind of one-shot him later. Island. Island is crucial now because it gets rid of both. Yeah, no, this is not looking good. Because that's my only... I can never get rid of... Well, I can. I can never get rid of... anything for 3 right here. I can bounce... I have to get 2... And then he's just going to start killing it. So we get 1 draw. So, I just didn't draw an island. If I draw an island or a bounce source. So, but even an island here doesn't, it stalls, basically. It's not, it allows me to blow this liquid metal coating up. Sure. It's not a big deal. So, and actually it's... Man, come on. It's not even that bad, because I will have Bitter Blossom tokens out the wazoo for this, so... But if he gets like a... Like I said, if he gets like... not liquid metal coating, but Walking Bautista, something like that, and it's... over. Because he can just wipe my board and start attacking. Yeah, it's over. Ego? No. I don't really want to play a double black source because it doesn't do much for me. But it does give me threat advantage. Um, I'm bringing one in just for the simple. Well, we'll just go with it. So. Hope we get there. So keep. So we'll tar pit. We'll then grab island, then hold up counterspell. So, and then at that point, we hope he has a fetch land in play. Just, we hope Drown is, like, good. Yep. Okay, we'll hold Thoughtseize for next turn. Play on curve. Okay, so we're going to be able to rip, and then so he's going to have at least 2 cards in his graveyard here. What am I going to draw? Okay. What I see is going to depend on what I do. Anger, Storm Breath. We obviously take the Blood Moon. Not too worried about the Anger of the Gods doesn't come into play until 3 turns from now. He can't even cast it right now. So, but what I will do... Okay, now he can cast Anger, which is fine. We're not too worried. We can win through an Anger of the Gods. Promise you. But the Stormbreath Dragon is going to... If I get a... It's going to be a problem. The subtlety is nice. A land here would be really, really nice. Untapped land, that is. Okay, that's not what we want. I basically have to stop the Stormbreath Dragon. So, and I don't want to pitch a card. So I'm actually going to play the Snapcaster Thoughtseize. A land would have been nice because then I could play Snapcaster Counterspell on it and it'd be good. Or I could just Subtlety the thing. But I would have that option for next turn. Even though Anger of the Gods is going to come down, I'm going to get reset. So, oh, thank you, Hercules. Appreciate the follow. What's going on? What's your favorite Magic card? Hercules. How long you been playing Magic? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. The only thing I need to worry about is a bit Planeswalker at this moment. Don't really need to worry about Bloodbraid Elf at all. So, yep, we knew that was going to happen. That's fine. He's choosing to do it now and not take any life from it. That's... So the question is, do I double Bitter Blossom him? Probably not. But Delver Secrets is your favorite card. 5 years playing this game. Nice. Do you play Delver in Legacy, or where do you do your Delvering? I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and I'm gonna double Blossom. So that might be a bad choice, but I would like to end this game faster. Plus, if he gets another Blood Moon, we can easily kind of get through it. Just like to play blue decks, Pauper Pioneer. Yeah. That's fun. What are you playing, Pauper? Alright, we got an Aether Gust. That's pretty good. So really need another land. Right, to get the subtlety into play and oh, nice. Yeah, there's not a good way to get fluent. So you just gotta kind of dive into it. Alright, we'll do this. And I think we got this game on lock at this point. So you go 3, 5, what, 4 turns. Even if I lose on time, I feel like we're gonna win the game because he's top decking, and the way he's been top decking. The only difference between this game and last game, and here's my another land. Good. The only difference between last game and this game is this game I have two Bitter Blossoms. Last game I didn't have one for a while. So in turn I might Might subtlety in for the just for the damage. Do 8 damage, take it in 2 turns. Because I'll have, yeah, there'll be 8. So, but for now, we're good. Because I got plenty. I'm definitely in control of this game. Okay, yeah, he's done. He might try to cheat me out on time, but that's okay. No, so I won't subtlety this turn. Yeah, Hercules, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, man. So, and if you like blue decks, you'll like this deck, because that's all it is reactions. Lots of reactions. And for better or worse, too. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why MTGO does this to me, but my hotkeys stop working, and then it just makes me want to do this all the time, and so we're winning this game whether we like it or not. So no matter what, but I just need to restart my MTGO. So we're in control. We have plenty of ways to do this, so easy clap, boys. Easy clap.